Okay, so today in class we learned about vertical and horizontal transformations with all of the parent functions that we're going to study. It will be wise for you to have your parent functions cheat sheet that I give you in class that has all of them written down so that you can look at them as you're trying to do this homework. The first three, though, have to do with the particular graph that's on the paper. They want you to transform it either up, down, right, or left. Remember that inside the function is considered right or left, and that's opposite of what you see. And outside the function is up or down, and that's exactly how you see it. So this plus 2 is on the outside of the function. So they want us to translate that. That's going to tell us that we want to go up 2. It's exactly what you see. The plus sign tells you up. So we're going to take each one of those points. So -4 is 0, and we're going to go up 2 with it. So -2, if we go up, it becomes -2, 0. 2, 2 goes up to 2, 4. I'm sorry, 0, 0 goes up to 0, 2. And the last one, 4, 0 goes up to 4, 2. And this would be our new function. Okay? In number 2, the inside of the function is being changed, so this is left or right, and it's the opposite of what you think. So you see -1 and you think it's going to go left, it's actually going right. So this is going to take this whole function and go right 1. So at -4, 0, you're going to go to the right 1. At -2, 2, you're going to go to the right 1. At 0, 0, you're going to go to the right 1. At 2, 2, you're going to go to the right 1. And at 4, 0, you're going to go to the right 1. So it's taken this whole function and shifting it to the right. In number 3, again, it's the inside of the function. This time it's going to go left 2. Remember, it's the opposite inside the function. So we're going to take all of those points and go left. So -4, 0 will go to -6, 0. -2, 2 will go to -4, -2. 0, 0 will go to -2, 0. 2, 2 is going to go to 0, 2. And 4, 0 is going to go to 2, 0. Going left 2 units. And that should be that one. Now, on 4 through 9, you are going to have to use whichever parent function is for that particular function. So you've got to look at what's going on in the equation. For instance, in number 4 and number 5, you have a little squared. So this is going to be our quadratic function. So on your quadratic or your parent function cheat sheet, look for quadratic. It's going to have a U-shaped graph, so it's going to look like this. So now you have to look at that, and you have to look at the mom, the parent function on that graph, and you have to notice that -2 after the function, so that's outside the function, there's no parentheses, means we're going to go down 2 for each of those points. Now, the parent function is at the origin, and then 1, 1, and 2, 4. When you square 2, you get 4. So those are the parent function dots. Okay, lightly on your paper, if you put those down, then it's going to be easier for you to take those 5 dots and move them down 2. So we're going to go down to there, down to here, down to here, and down to here. Probably should have used a different color. Let's do that again in a different color. So down to here, down to here, down to here, down to here, down to here. And so the red is what we want to connect. So the blue is the parent. The red is now the new transformed graph going down 2. Now we're going to use that same graph, and this time for this next one, we have inside the function, which means we're going to go right. Remember, it's the opposite. So right 2 with each of those points. So you can kind of see the points on there. We're going to go right 2. We're going to go right 2. We're going to go right 2, 2, 4, we're going to go right, 2, 4, we're going to go right 2, and then -2, 4, we're going to go right 2. So we took each of those points that were on that last graph, because it's the same type of graph, it's got that square, it's the quadratic, and we're going to this time go right 2. So you have that one. All right, if you look at 6 and 7, 6 and 7 are actually the square root function. And if you look on your grid, the square root function looks like this because you're taking the square root of things. So square root of 0 is 0, square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2, and square root of 9 is 3. So this is the parent function. We're going to take each one of those, and it says that we should go up 2 because it's outside the function and it's a positive 2. So we're going to take this dot and go up 2, take this dot, go up 2, take this dot, go up 2, and take this dot and go up 2. And we're going to have that. We're going to use that same parent function for the next one because it's a square root, but because the plus 2 is inside the function, that means we're going to go left 2. Remember, inside is the opposite. So plus 2 we think we're going to go right, we're actually going to go left. That means to negative 2. So we're going to take each one of those blue dots in that last one, so 0, 0, and go left 2, 1, 1, and go left 2, 4, 2, and go left 2, and then 9, 3, and go left 2. And this would be our new function. All right, number 8. 8 is again a different type of function. This is 8 and 9 are the absolute value function. Absolute value function. And the absolute value function is like a V because you're taking the absolute value of something. So the absolute value of 0 is 0, the absolute value of 1 is 1, the absolute value of negative 1 is 1. The absolute value of 2 is 2, and the absolute value of negative 2 is 2. That's where you get that V pattern. So we're going to take that and we're going to do what this graph tells us to do, which means to go up 4. That's outside the function, so that's up or down. So we're going to take each one of these and go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is going to be my function for this one. And then for number 9, because it's inside the function, this means we're going to go left. It's the opposite of what you see inside the function. So we're going to take each one of those and go left. So this was negative 2, 2. We're going to go left 4. 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 1 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to go to 4. This one's going to go to here. And this one's going to go to here. And we have that graph move to the left 4. And we're done.